Good morning, everybody. As we look at our radar here on a Tuesday morning, there's not much going on right along our southern counties or along the US 12 corridor. There might be a couple of sprinkles or maybe some drizzle. I would expect to see maybe a little bit more of that, or at least the chance thereof as we get into the afternoon. Some light rain or some snow showers, but we've been talking about more winter weather. That's not going to unfold during the day today. It'll be through the evening, the overnight hours. And it'll start off areas north and west of Grand Rapids. We'll look at the maps here in just a second. But some light rain showers along that corridor that we just mentioned into southeastern lower Michigan, around the Detroit metro area. That is kind of moving away from our area. Our warmest temperatures were through the overnight hours. We were in the 40s, and now we've dropped into the 30s, and we'll probably stay there most of the day. Probably upper 30s is what I'm thinking, although Hickory Corners is 40 degrees. We're 41 in St. Joe Benton Harbor area, and Three Rivers is 41 degrees. So we look for mostly cloudy skies today, maybe some light rain or some light snow showers. At 42 degrees occurred at midnight. We fall into the 30s. We'll probably stay there the rest of the day. As we look at our future track map, not much going on through the day, just lots of cloud cover. You can see these dots of some maybe some precipitation, some snow, some rain, or a light rain or snow mix. And then the snow starts to get its organizational act together through the evening and overnight hours, really starts to affect areas north and west of Grand Rapids, and then spreads into the rest of the area. These dashed black lines represent a trough of low pressure, just an impulse of energy, some convergence, some lift. That should continue to help fire those snow showers up. And then we've got an Arctic cold front that's coming in here. Behind that is Arctic air, and that is going to turn on the lake effect snowmaking machine and really flare up or ignite those snow showers as we go through the day on Wednesday, and especially Wednesday night going into Thursday. Watch the way the band's set up there with that west-northwest wind and that Arctic blast of air that's going to be coming on in here. By the time we get into later on Thursday, high pressure is going to be building on in here. Well, that'll filter in some drier air, and that should shut the lake effect snowmaking machine down by the time we get into the second part of Thursday. So let's look at what's going on here. Winter storm watch is posted for most of our area. Most of them don't start until tomorrow morning, and they stay in effect through Thursday evening. But if you're in Newaygo, Oceana, and Muskegon County, your winter storm watches start this evening, and they go through also Thursday evening as well. How much snow are we talking about? With this particular event, we think areas off to the north and west of Grand Rapids up here in Muskegon County, Oceana County, and western portions of Newaygo County have the potential to pick up about 8 to 12 inches, maybe locally some higher amounts. That doesn't mean that everybody in here is going to see a foot of snow, but this is the best location for it with this event. If you're in the area of dark blue areas along and west of US 131, 4 to 8 inches looks plausible there. And then the medium area of blue, including Grand Rapids, about 2 to 4 inches. GR will probably end up with about 4 inches. And the farther away from Lake Michigan you are, the lesser amounts of snow that you'll see here. Kind of the same deal we had with that last event. So if we look at our Super 7-day planner, let's take a look at it. At 42 degrees, we'll be in the upper 30s for the rest of the day. And then as we get into tomorrow, snow is likely, but let's take a look at the wind field here. As we winds aren't a factor today, but as we get into tomorrow, they're going to start to ramp up. And by the time we get to the dinner hour, look at where the wind speeds are going here. We're going to see some 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds with some higher gusts right into Thursday evening. And that is going to drive our wind chill factors down quite a bit. By Thursday, that's when the Arctic air is in place. 18 degrees, very cold lake effect snow. And let's look at the wind chill factors, what it feels like. This is Wednesday at 6 p.m. when that cold front comes through here and we get the Arctic air in here. We're going to have wind chill factors that are below zero going into Thursday morning, and then we're only going to recover with the wind chill factors of the feels like temperatures on Thursday into the single digits. So it is indeed going to be cold, but it's a kind of a one-day thing. That's going to get kicked out of here, and we already start to warm up on Friday. We'll get even warmer for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with more rain or some snow chances by that time. If we look at the Climate Prediction Center temperature outlook from the 17th through the 23rd, almost to Christmas, best chance of above normal temperatures the western half of the U.S., but we still have about a 30 to 40% chance of above normal temperatures that week, so it may be hard to get a white Christmas. That's our forecast. It's 6:52. Guys?
I see.